Hello, this is the post-game show of the Lakers Warriors. I'm Tyler Shaver, and with me I have
Xavier Bollinger
and
Abraham Friedman. Now we just watched the Warriors get blown out by the Lakers in Game 7 by 52 points. LeBron James had a miraculous 65-point performance, followed with Lonzo Ball's 98-assist game.
yeah, that's a high score for Lonzo Ball and the Lakers all time, beating Magic Johnson's record. What do you think about this game?
I saw this game coming all year. The Warriors defense really looked sloppy, and LeBron James just absolutely demolished them in this Game 7. This game has been more of a blowout than any game I've seen all year, because it was.
What do you think about Stephen Curry getting ejected for throwing his mouth guard again?
Well, to me, it was the final moments of the game. They're down by 50 points at that point. Curry just got a little frustrated after the foul call, and then he just got ejected. What did you think about LeBron James claiming after that he would never again play in the Western Conference?
I don't think it's true. I don't think that it's true at all. I just feel like it's one of those publicity stunts.
We got breaking news here. Lonzo Ball was injured in Game 7, and he may miss the remainder of the NBA Finals.
This is crazy news after the breaking game that Lonzo Ball had with 98 assists. What do you think? How do you think the Lakers recover after this?
I don't honestly know. This is going to be probably their biggest hit all season. Lonzo has been performing way better than his rookie year, and I just think that this will be a hit. And I do think that the Toronto Raptors will get their first NBA Finals win.
Well, I disagree, because as we saw last year and the year before that and the year before that, LeBron has this Raptors team as number. And even with Kawhi Leonard and implementing a new culture with a new coach, I still think this is the same Raptors team. Technically not the same Raptors team, but LeBron will bulldoze through these guys, and they'll win in 6 games. We saw them blow out the Warriors with 5 All-Stars by 52 points. Also, now we have a live reporter in the scene with Lonzo Ball's dad in here. Is this going to be a cut shot? No? Okay. Well, that was fake news.
So I'm sorry for that interruption. I'm sorry for that interruption, and we're just getting. How do you think Draymond Green played, getting 20 points and 2 blocks?
All right. First off, before I answer that, I'm just gonna respond to what you said. I don't think that is true, because guess who the Raptors have now? Kawhi Leonard. Guess whose number Kawhi Leonard has? LeBron James. But with Draymond Green's performance, I just think only 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. This was his worst game all year.
That's going to wrap up our show.
I have to respond to this. If LeBron James calls it, and if Kawhi Leonard calls it, no, LeBron James will pick up on the 3rd ring.
And that's our show for today. This is the post-game show of the Lakers Warriors Finals. Lakers Warriors Western Conference Finals. I'm Tyler Shaver. With me I have
Xavier Bollinger.
And
wait, what do you mean 4?
4 rings.
He doesn't have 4 rings.
okay, that's our show for today. See you later.
So pick up.
Merry Christmas. We're here outside of Staples Centers, where the Lakers have just beat the Warriors as LeBron hits a buzzer beater half-court shot to win it 112-110 in overtime. Zach, what do you have to say about that?
Well, he's always been clutch in those situations, as you saw last finals. He made a couple buzzer beaters in the playoffs. And Matthew, do you think he'll make any more and make the Lakers get to the playoffs this year?
Yeah, I think that he'll hit a lot more buzzer beaters in his lifetime, and that he is a really good player, and that's why he got so many points in that game.
Carter, what about you?
Well, I think LeBron James, as Matthew said, is as Zach said, is very clutch, and he sealed this game very well. I mean, it proves that he is better than the Warriors team and can play on any NBA team that he can. And yeah, he's just an amazing player, and I think that he did very good. Looks like we have breaking news right here.
Lonzo is out for a year after tearing
Achilles. After tearing Achilles, LeVar Ball blames Draymond Green for dirty foul.
Well, you know, we did see Draymond slap Lonzo and make him fall to the ground. Matthew, how do you feel about that dirty play by Draymond once again?
Yeah, Draymond has been injuring a lot of players, and yeah, he's known for doing that.
And Lonzo's out for the year, so what does that mean for the Lakers, Carter?
Well, it's not looking good for them, especially since they just won. Lonzo was a big part of that game with a lot of assists. He had about like 15, most of which were to LeBron, who had a huge game in that. So I think that will really affect the Lakers team, and it might destroy their playoff hopes because Lonzo is one of the best players in the world right now. So yeah, that might ruin their hopes.
It's a huge injury for the Lakers. Their starting point guard, Lonzo Ball, who's been playing really good this season, may have been a candidate for MVP if he didn't get injured. So now Rondo, the backup point guard for the Lakers, will have to step it up after being a veteran. He's played a while. So do you think Rondo can do what Lonzo's been doing this year?
Well, Luke, I think Josh Hart is the backup point guard, and I think he will be playing instead of Rondo, even though Rondo is the veteran in this situation. Matthew, what do you think?
Yeah, I think both of them would be a great backup for Lonzo. But yeah, what do you think, Carter?
Well, I think they should play Rajon Rondo. He has lots of experience, and I think he's just more, he has definitely more experience than Josh Hart, or whatever his name is. And yeah, I think he'll be playing that, but do you think anyone else can step up, Luke?
Well, yeah, Josh Hart is young, but he won national championships at Villanova. He's Lonzo's age, so he can probably do anything that Lonzo can. Except Lonzo's just had like a little more playing time than him. I think it's going to be a tough decision for Luke Walton to decide who he's going to pick as his starting point guard. But now let's talk about LeBron's huge game with 46 points in that winning buzzer beater. Zach, what do you have to say about his game?
Well, LeBron, he averages 40 points this season. Even though it's such a big game for the Lakers, he's been doing this all year, and he's been known for this, and that's what he's going to do throughout the season.
Yeah, I agree with Zach there. LeBron has been doing great recently, and I think he's just going to have a great season.
Carter, what about you?
Well, totally. I mean, LeBron James is definitely one of the major candidates for MVP up there with James Harden, and he does average 40 points per game, which I think is very impressive. And yeah, that is going to be all the time we have, so yeah.
That's all. The Lakers take first place in the West with LeBron's buzzer beater. That's all from Staples Centers. Merry Christmas.
Hi, we're back. I'm Zach Bennett here in Staples Center with my co-partners
Jack Waterstone and Archie Windsor.
and we're here to talk about the game that just went on, the Christmas Day, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Golden State Warriors came out on top in overtime. What do you think about that?
I think it was a great game by Kevin Durant, who set a new overtime record. Applause to him. And I think the Warriors just
crushed on overtime. And now Jack will mention why we got to overtime.
Well, as you might recall in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, this is pretty much exactly like this, actually. So basically, what happens is Brandon Ingram is shooting a free throw, and then it is a tie game at 107-107, am I correct?
It was actually
Yes.
127.
127, thank you for correcting me. Basically, what happens is Brandon Ingram takes the free throw, he misses it, he basically breaks it, which is true. Yes, he breaks it. And then what happens is JaVale McGee gets the rebound, dribbles it out, and LeBron James is literally pointing for him to go to the rim because it is not the Lakers are not winning this game. It is a tie game, but JaVale McGee just passes over to Lonzo Ball, and Lonzo Ball gets stuffed by Draymond Green.
Then, like Archie said, KD has set the record with 25 points in overtime, and the Warriors won the game. What do you think, Archie?
It looks like we're getting some breaking news. The Lakers have traded JaVale McGee to the Cavaliers for Rodney Hood after the blunder. JaVale McGee guarantees the Cavs will make the conference finals. How do you two feel about JaVale's big statement?
I mean, he did just lose the game for the Lakers, so I think that it was good that he got traded. But to the Cavs for Rodney Hood,
I don't know about this. JaVale McGee's statement that they will win the Eastern Conference, no, they will not come close. Maybe the 8th seed if they are lucky to me. Back to you, Zach.
I think this weakens the Cleveland Cavaliers team, and the Lakers lose their bonehead JaVale McGee. So, what do you think?
Actually, he said they will make the conference finals. Not win it, but make it. And I agree. JaVale McGee is not the smartest player, and Rodney Hood is a good veteran and a solid perimeter shooter. So I think that was a bad trade on the Lakers' part. But getting rid of JaVale McGee isn't necessarily a bad thing.
And the Warriors won the game. Curry had 30 points. KD had 50. Draymond Green had a quadruple double without points. He had 0 points. And what do you think, Jack?
Well, also LeBron James gets 51 points. But again, back to the JaVale McGee thing. I just cannot believe that he said they will make it to the Eastern Conference. But I think it was a good trade on the Lakers' part. They already have. I think Rodney Hood will be a good addition. No, I'm not saying he will be a great addition, but he will be a good addition.
Yes, and LeBron James had 51 points and still lost the game, just like Game 1 of the NBA Finals. What do you think about that?
I don't know how this is possible. This is literally exactly what happened. I mean, this must be magical. LeBron must be cursed. I don't know what is wrong with his teammates or if JaVale McGee and J.R. Smith, they're probably friends and they planned this out, but I don't know.
Okay, and that will wrap up our post-game show. I'm Zach Bennett with my co-partners Archie Windsor
And Jack Waterstone, and I'd just like to say one thing. The final score of the NBA game, 157-137.
coming to you live from Staples Center.
And we are live from Fenway Park where the Red Sox have just beaten the Los Angeles Dodgers 6-5 in 10 innings for Game 7. I'm Hugo Traverso. I'm along with my partners, Matt Slager
And Dominic Valenzi.
We are just live, and let's talk about the game. I mean, Cody Bellinger hit a 2-run homer, and then Yasmani Grandal hit a double to bring home Matt Kemp and Chris Taylor. So, do you think that the Dodgers would have won if Corey Seager was in that?
Well, I don't know. It was basically kind of on luck. The Red Sox had 2 runners on base, and then Mookie Betts came and homered him so the Red Sox could win 6-5.
after the 2-run homer by Kemp.
Yeah. So we have. So how do you feel about the game?
Now I honestly think if Corey Seager had played the Dodgers, if we would have made it to the World Series, because if Seager hadn't been here, Machado wouldn't have been signed, and they probably wouldn't have gone after Dozier either. So I think it might be a good thing that Seager hadn't played in the World Series, although I do think that the Red Sox were lucky Mookie Betts came up with 2 on and nobody out, and he hit a home run to put them ahead 5-4 into their game-winning position.
Yes.
We have some breaking news. Manny Machado says he won't return in free agency. Sources say he's got interest in Yankees so he can get revenge on the Red Sox.
Yes, there could be a trade looming in there for the Dodgers to try and get Giancarlo Stanton with possible tradees for the Dodgers, as Josh Turner looks good to trade, and Max Muncy. And so the Red Sox could be getting some revenge from the Yankees, as the Yankees are probably going to acquire Manny Machado. So how do you feel about Manny Machado on the Yankees?
I don't think that will be a great fit for him. If I was Manny Machado, I would either re-sign with the Dodgers or go to another team that's, I don't know, kind of lonely in the NL, like maybe the Nationals or something, where he can actually be in the spotlight there, instead of with the Yankees. Aaron Judge is mostly going to be in the spotlight more than Manny Machado.
Yes, and the Bryce Harper after this season will probably be in free agency and be on another team. So do you feel that the Manny Machado would, if he went to the Nationals, that he could make them a rising team?
Well, Manny Machado, if he went to the Nationals, that would be a big thing. I think the Nationals would be a contender to definitely make the playoffs and maybe even win a World Series.
He could also go to possible teams in the AL, like the Tampa Bay Rays and other teams. So, how do you feel about Manny Machado being in the AL?
I mean, he was already in the AL for Baltimore for 12 years, or how many ever years he was, I don't really know. But I kind of like Machado in the NL just because it's kind of cool to have Machado in your division where your team is in. So I'd like Machado to re-sign with the Dodgers. But if he goes to the Yankees or the Rays, as you guys were suggesting, I really think Machado would be a good fit there, because those teams need some infield after losing. Like the Rays lost Evan Longoria to the Giants, and the Yankees also. That's one area where they need a little bit of work.
Yes, the Rays could need some work, and I think that'll do it. I'm Hugo Traverso, along with my partners,
Dominic Malunzi,
Backslider.
live from Fenway Park, signing off. Thank you.
Welcome to the postgame show of the Dodgers on Spectrum Sportsnet LA, and we are here to talk about the one-run loss to the Athletics. Now, it was a 3-2 loss. Now, do you think these Dodgers? How do you think these Dodgers are going into the next game?
I think they gotta look at it. They had a good series. They won a game by 1 run. They lost a game by 1 run. But ultimately, they're playing a good team, a hot team in the 8th. There's not much more you can ask for than that. Obviously, you'd like to have this sweep, but realistically, a split series is good for you.
Especially when you have as much injuries as our Dodgers do. Now, what do you think about these injuries? What do you think in this shortstop position? As we know, Corey Seager out for Tommy John and hip surgery, recovering already from that Tommy John and just had hip surgery. this week. Now, what do you think about this shortstop position? Who do you think is going to be their starter coming in later in the season?
Well, I'm a Giants fan, so I hate to say this, but that's the great thing about the Dodgers is they have so much expendability where they can move everybody around. Chris Taylor can play short, Machado can play short, Seager can play short, Kike can play short. So you have 2-3 guys injured all at the same position. You still have a guy who knows how to play that position. That's what's really good about the Dodgers.
Yeah, but none of them can be as good as Corey Seager has been last year. He was phenomenal. So was Justin Turner coming back from that injury. And it appears we're getting some breaking news.
Kenley Jansen was just put on the 60-day DL with shoulder surgery. He'll hope to be back by the postseason. Oh, that is a big blow for the Dodgers. He's the backbone of a bullpen that's already been struggling this year. I don't know how that's going to shape out the rest of their season, but they might be looking at a wild card if their bullpen is as good as it was.
Yeah, Kenley Jansen, definitely the best closer in this entire MLB. Now, Aroldis Chapman might be in close second. Now, how do you think these Dodgers are going to recover from this injury?
Well, I mean, considering they're the Dodgers, they'll probably just trade for another closer before the non-waiver deadline, the waiver deadline there, non-waiver deadline already passed. And I think they could do something like that. They still have time to improve their bullpen, maybe slightly different types of players, maybe not quite as good players, but serviceable players that will allow them to make it to the playoffs.
What a night for these Athletics. We'll see you tomorrow night on another version of Spectrum Sportsnet LA Postgame.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with my friends for CJCR Talk Show, and today we're going to be postgame show. And today we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl 52. What do you guys think about it?
I thought it was very enjoyable to watch. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Brady, so I was very happy that the Patriots lost. And I really like Nick Foles and the Eagles. So I was very happy with the outcome, and it was a very well-played game.
These last couple of years, I've been looking forward to Tom Brady losing the Super Bowl, so I'm very glad. I'm over the moon about the Patriots losing. Because there's Deflategate. Tom Brady's a bad person, so I'm glad. It was very good to watch. Both teams also played their tails off, but the Eagles came out on top.
Yeah, I think it was a really nice played game for both teams, especially the Eagles, since in their defense made a really nice last stand. Of course, Brandon Graham with the strip sack of Tom Brady, huge turning point in the game. After that, I think the game was over. I think Eagles won because of Brandon Graham.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. I'm glad that Tom Brady finally lost and Bill Belichick, because I don't like them at all. And yeah, I like the strip sack. That was a very good play. And we have something.
Breaking news.
Breaking news: Bill Belichick accuses retirement after game. Announces retirement after game. Brady says he will continue to play. Oh my gosh! Bill Belichick has retired, and now Tom Brady will still play. So we'll see how next season goes.
I think this could definitely change the outcome for most of the next few seasons for the Patriots, considering they're without their head coach, who's led them to all their Super Bowl victories. And the duo between him and Tom Brady is now broken apart, which could set the tone for how the season goes.
I think the Patriots will lose a complete dynasty with Bill Belichick going, because not only are they bringing in a new coach, but they're bringing new faces. They got rid of Super Bowl experience running backs like James White, and they're bringing in different college people like Sony Michel. And I think there's a lack of experience, and the coaching between Tom Brady and his new coach would be awful.
I think this is the end of the Patriots. The Patriots, I do not think are going to make the Super Bowl next year, and I think the Steelers are going to win it. And then you're looking at the Texans, the Jaguars, and some other
people rising. I think the Patriots dynasty is over. Bill Belichick retiring pretty much killed Tom Brady.
I agree. I don't think the Patriots will even make the playoffs. They will have 2 wins, I'm guessing. And, Tom Brady will retire after next season. And then no more Patriots. Patriots are going to turn to the Browns. That's what I think. So, anyone else want to talk?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I think Tom, the season will take a big hit on Tom Brady's Hall of Fame resume.
You know what? I think that Tom Brady will still make the Hall of Fame. However, if he gets like 1 win this year, he probably won't get it until like a very long time.
Yeah, I agree. If he gets like 1 win, then he will probably not make the Hall of Fame. But yeah, thanks for watching our show. Signing off for now, Charles Wyrick,
Joshua Seidelman,
Carter Lawrence,
And Rashad Bagewola.
See you guys later.
We are here after LeBron's game against the Warriors on Christmas Day, where LeBron James scored 57 points and the Lakers won 122-111. How are your thoughts on the game, Matthew?
I feel like LeBron had a monstrous game, and especially to prove that his team is gonna beat the Warriors in the finals. I feel like the Warriors and the Lakers will not be in the finals together because they're both in the same division, but he will beat them in the Western Conference Finals.
What about you, Tyler?
Well, I think we found a new rival for the Lakers. The Warriors, well, they were rivals before, but this is bigger than ever. LeBron James versus KD, Steph, Clay, and he got it done tonight. With the help of Lonzo, Kuz, Brandon Ingram, they got it done tonight, and it was a very good performance by them.
Talking about Lonzo Ball, he scored 22 points with 17 assists. How do you think that he helped the team tonight?
He helped them a lot, especially with his assists. He definitely got LeBron a bunch of opportunities to drive, and especially getting a lot of points to Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma to help this team to victory. But LeBron was the real MVP tonight.
How do you think, Tyler?
He had some very good passes tonight to LeBron, to, like you said, to Brandon Ingram, to Kuz, even a little to an alley-oop to JaVale McGee, where he started at Oracle. Wow, he played so well tonight too.
They showed...
Wow, we have a question.
We have breaking news. KD is injured and out for the regular season, and he hopes to return for the playoffs. What news is this for the Golden State Warriors?
This is huge news, as the Lakers have an incredible chance to get number 1 in their division, and especially without Kevin Durant at the Warriors, they have a huge chance, and I feel like they will definitely come on top and play the number 8 seed in the playoffs.
How do you think, Tyler?
Wow, this is very, very big. I mean, who's going to guard Brandon Ingram? Who's going to guard LeBron? Now they don't really have a small forward to guard those 2 players. Other than Draymond Green, I don't know who else is going to guard them. We'll have to see.
Well, we hope he's back for the playoffs. That's it from our show. I'm Hudson Hamer.
I'm Matthew Michaels.
And I'm Tyler Vertel.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Timmy alongside Liam and Matthew here on the LA Dodgers postgame show on Spectrum Sportsnet. Tonight, the Dodgers lost in a tough one to the A's. They came back from a 2-0 deficit, but in the 8th inning, they gave up a run. They lost 3-2. Matthew, the Dodgers have now lost first place in the NL West. How big of a deal is it?
Well, yeah, it's a very big deal because you have the Diamondbacks always just coming back and just beating up. They're a very good team, so it could be hard for them to get back in it. But, you know, the Dodgers have always been in the playoffs, so I think they could get back from this.
Liam?
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers are a really good team. Obviously, they lost their lead in the division, right? So, yeah, I think the Dodgers are a really good team, and like Matthew said, they probably should come back and at least make the playoffs.
And do you see any... How do the Dodgers need to pull away from the Diamondbacks, Matthew?
Well, I say they just need to work on their defense more. Maybe we haven't seen their offense, but lately we've seen the offense working a little bit with their just getting Machado and Dozier, the RBI machines, and then I think they just can work on their they're just defense. I could see a lot of laziness out there. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yesterday, the Diamondbacks beat the Phillies 6-0. Definitely one thing we're seeing out of the Diamondbacks is offense. And so Matthew has breaking news.
The Dodgers announced Justin Turner injured again and out for the season. Clayton Kershaw will be sent to the DL. You know, Justin Turner, this is probably like the third time he's gotten injured this season. He just came back from injury and he just got injured again. That's just crazy.
And do you think this will affect the possible postseason chance or the division?
Well, saying that we have kind of backups here, we can just move Machado over to third and just have Taylor play short. So I think we do lose a great player on offense, but I think we can recover from this.
Liam, what do you think about this?
Well, yeah, I think Justin Turner is obviously a great player for the Dodgers. And it's bad to have him injured.
So that's the LA Dodgers post-game show alongside Liam and Matthew. I'm Timmy. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Beckett Simpson, and this is
Jai Chandrasekhar.
And we're live from Oracle Arena right after a crazy game from the Warriors. It is finals game 1, and in the clutch moment, after George Hill misses a free throw, he passes. J.R. Smith gets the ball, goes out because he thinks there's more time left, and then realizes there's only 3 seconds left on the clock, and absolutely bumbles it for them to go into overtime, where they evidently lose. What do you think about this?
Well, I think when J.R. Smith did this, it was totally over for the Cavs, even though it only resulted in overtime. But that was the Cavs' one chance to win Game 1 of the NBA Finals. If J.R. Smith hadn't, if someone else had rebounded it like LeBron, I think LeBron probably would have scored and they would have won the game. But I think that moment's going to be one of the best moments, most funny moments in history.
Yeah. So, ESPN, and thank you for watching. Oh, what's up, man? Oh, shoot, what do we have here? LeBron says after game he will leave if he doesn't get better teammates. Oh, shoot. What do you think about that, man?
Well, I'm not really surprised because of what J.R. Smith just did, but I think, that might be a good move for LeBron depending on how the Cavs do in the rest of the NBA Finals, but yeah.
Again, I wouldn't blame him, because if you only have people like an injured and not even good Kevin Love and J.R. Smith literally as the only people to help you, that's pretty hard on LeBron, having to literally drag his team by a limb to the playoffs and to the championship. So I don't blame him for that. Again, this is ESPN, and good night.
Welcome back to Pro Sports Talk once again. My name is Piper Green. This is
Declan May
and Madison Turner. And today we're going to be talking about what happened at the Super Bowl and the highlights, and go fly Eagles fly, because you know they're the champions this year. So who wants to kick it off with some highlights?
I think I'll start off. Alright, so we just saw that the Eagles beat the Patriots, and my opinion on the game is I think the Eagles did deserve it. You know, Nick Foles had an outstanding game. Fletcher Cox played amazing. And then the Patriots, they just lost at the end. You know, they just need to stop. They didn't get it. Tom Brady had a good game. Unfortunately, the Patriots weren't able to finish it off. But what about the trick play? Oh my God. Nick Foles catching it in the end zone from the Eagles player. I think that was an outstanding play. Declan, what do you think on it?
Well, I mean, until the injury, one of the best quarterbacks was Carson Wentz. But he was injured, and Nick Foles came in and did an outstanding job. I mean, I don't really blame the Patriots. They were they were one play away from.
Oh, and we have some breaking news here. Tom Brady retires after the game? Oh my God, I did not see this coming at all. Tom Brady had an outstanding game. I guess, you know, I'm not going to say he's a sore loser, but
he lost in the Super Bowl, and now he's retiring. Piper, what do you think on it?
I think this is kind of crazy. I mean, Tom Brady, known as the best quarterback right now since whenever he started to now, and I guess one of a lot of people's heroes will be retiring, and that's going to be big. That's going to be a big dip and a big jump also for the NFL, because now a lot of teams who haven't been able to shine in past years, I think, are going to be able to shine this year. Declan?
This is some big news, and this changes a lot for the Patriots and the NFL. And as I was saying, the Patriots were one good play from winning it all, but I guess it's after that throw, he's done.
I bet the Patriots coach is pretty pissed right now. I mean, he's got to be like, what? Like the best quarterback right now just left their team and retired because, like Madison said, we don't know if he's a sore loser or whatever it was, but he definitely retired maybe because he lost or he was getting older and wanted to stay with his family. We don't know yet, but Madison.
I also think Tom Brady, I also want to show some appreciation to him because he had an outstanding career, and he definitely deserves an ovation because he did a phenomenal job with the Patriots, helped them win Super Bowl, and had an outstanding career. But yeah, here's Piper.
I think that we should name tomorrow Tom Brady Day. I mean, not only because he carried his team, maybe not only carried, carried his team to a lot of Super Bowl rings and stuff. But also, let's get back to some of the Super Bowl highlights because that was a very interesting game. I mean, the Eagles were just able to pull it off, a team that no one would expect in the past years to ever make it. I think maybe to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I mean, the trick play at the end, like I said, was phenomenal, and they had some amazing plays. The Eagles' defense also did a phenomenal job tonight. But yeah, I think that's about going to wrap it up for today. Here's Piper. We're wrapping it up.
All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in to Pro Sports Talk once again. I'm your host, Piper Green, along with
Madison Turner
and
Declan May.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Night.
Hi, I'm Zach.
My name's Noah.
My name's Luke.
And we are here for the post-game show because Alabama had an insane comeback to beat Georgia. So what do you guys think?
Well, I mean, their starting quarterback was Jalen Hurts. He started to not do so well, so then they put in their backup from Hawaii, the lefty, and he made some great passes.
What do you think?
Well, what I really think is the Alabama defense wasn't doing that well. I mean, they gave up a ton of points to Clemson and Georgia, excuse me. And Alabama has a really good offense, so they put their offense in front of their defense, help them get that comeback.
So, what do you think the story is now? Who do you think is going to start for Alabama? Jalen Hurts or
next season?
Other guy? Yeah, next season.
Oh, we have some breaking news.
We do have breaking news. Jalen Hurts announces he will transfer to Auburn.
Oh, wow, that is... All right, so, now could be of that, who do you think is going to be the quarterback of Crimson?
Crimson
Tide.
The other guy. They better pick somebody else.
The Lion lefty guy, who's really long last name.
Can we restart? This is not working.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I'm here with Luke and Noah, and we are here at the postgame show, and Alabama has just defeated Georgia in a great comeback win to win the national championship. So how do you guys think Alabama pulled off that comeback?
I think their offense went in front of their defense. I think their defense was doing really bad, so they had their offense go in front of their defense, not making them make the big comeback win.
What about you, Luke?
Jalen Hurts, their starting quarterback, who's done amazing for them all season. He was good at the start, but then mid-game, I think he threw a couple interceptions, and he wasn't doing as expected. So then they put in their lefty from Hawaii, who threw 3 touchdown passes and did really well.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like we have some breaking news,
Nick Saban leaves Bama.
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban leaves Bama. We'll search for an NFL job.
Wow.
Oh,
So what
wow.
team do you think he'll go to? He's actually
In the
good.
NFL, I would assume he would probably go to a winning team because he is, pretty good. I would say maybe the 49ers.
I will have to add on to that. I think to pick up from Matthew Stafford could go to the Lions. That's my guess.
Yeah, I could see the Lions. I don't think he's going to go to a good team because the good teams will not fire their coach.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I think he'll go to a mediocre team that has potential, like the Lions, because they fired the coach. I think the Lions would be a good fit for him because they can go to the playoffs if they have good coaching and if their team plays well.
Yeah. We still have some more breaking news coming up that we will talk about soon.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool that I kind of think of Alabama as they kind of did the same thing as like New England Patriots in the Super Bowl because Georgia was like the Falcons, as like the Falcons were winning by a lot, and then the Patriots just came back, and that's pretty much what Alabama did.
Yeah, so I would really compare and contrast with Alabama and the Patriots. I mean, excellent.
Except Alabama doesn't cheat.
Yo,
Yes.
okay. Alabama and Patriots both have amazing offenses.
I can't remember
pretty good defense. So that will wrap it up here. I'm Noah.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Luke.
And we like turtles.
Hi, it's Stu Garaputo here with
Lawson Holland.
Today, in our post-game show, or post-training camp show, we will be talking about the Browns and how they will evolve to be a winning team in this season. So, Lawson, do you think that it is okay that Josh Gordon, star wide receiver, missed, and they don't know when he's going to come back? Do you think it's okay that he missed the first days of training camp?
No, but I honestly don't think it matters at all because the Browns are just bad luck, bad franchise, bad coaches, bad draft picks, they're just bad everything. Terrible franchise.
Yeah, the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield, first pick in the NFL draft, and he's not starting, which I think is crazy because he did so good in college. Tyrod Taylor started for the Bills at one point, but I really think that the starting job should be up for grabs. Oh, looks like we have some breaking news. Browns signed Dez Bryant to a one-year deal to add to their star wide receiver depth chart in Jarvis Landry, now Dez Bryant. They have people like Josh Gordon and Rashard Higgins. But that wide receiver spot is also up for grabs to anyone that's going for it other than Jarvis Landry. There's so many players that are willing to work as hard as they can to get to where they need to be. I think Baker Mayfield could get into the starting position too. But Lawson, what do you think about this sudden Dez Bryant going to the Browns? Do you think it'll change them at all?
I think it will. No, not really. I think they're just still terrible franchise. Dez Bryant, great player. They're gonna win a couple games this season. I can feel it. It's just they're one of the worst franchises ever in NFL history.
What do you think that their record could be?
I think if they're lucky, they'll win 1 or 2 games because they're so bad.
I, on the other hand, think that the Browns will go 7-9 after losing their first 2 games with Tyrod Taylor starting. I think that they will start Baker Mayfield, and he will hit Jarvis Landry for many touchdowns. I feel like the Browns will be very successful in 1 year because they're going to need some time to adjust to so many things that have happened. Like, they just got a new GM, John Dorsey. So I think so many things have happened to the Browns franchise, and so many things will happen. So that's all, folks. Thank you for watching our post-game show. It has been Duke Garaputo and
Lawson the Savage Holland.
signing off. We'll see you later.